Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to some more Friday Night Magic. Scary here with you once again. Thank you so much for joining me. And today we're going to be playing a Jalira deck. If that is her name, Jalira. Yes, this is by Monk1410, if I'm not mistaken, from No Goblins Allowed. So thank you to him for composing the deck, I should say. Let's keep this hand. So basically this is a Jalira control deck focused on abusing cards like Jalira, as well having some control elements such as the dissolve there, some removal in the form of shock as well as anger of the gods and ground assault. And basically it just tries to abuse a lot of these kinds of cards into cheating big creatures into play and controlling our opponent at the same time, so it should be a lot of fun. We've got a Kozilek Butcher of Truth in here. And looks like we're playing against an Elvish Pioneer and a green-red mage here. So this should be an interesting game. If you guys haven't seen the blog, by the way, there's some breaking news there you should probably go check out over at sspgaming.blogspot.com in regards to some new coverage that might be coming out on the channel very soon. So make sure to go check that out. In the meantime, let's go ahead and play a red source for the shock. And why don't we just pass the turn? So no need to really do anything else. In fact, I probably won't even really attack this or destroy it unless he has something else. But he's got 3 red sources now, so that makes me kind of worry a little bit. Hopefully nothing too serious. I hope he doesn't have a follow-up play here. But there's a Krinkos command, so looks like we're facing off against some kind of token strategy. Could be, or just weenie. And we're going to get hit for 1 here. We're going to let that go through, taking us down to 19 points of damage. So, or 19 points of health, rather. Sorry guys, Friday, another one of those long weeks, and still got to go to work, so that kind of sucks. But hopefully throw a couple of games together real quick. And let's see, I think I want to keep up the dissolve here. We'll be taking 3 points of damage if he doesn't have any combat tricks next turn. So hopefully nothing with haste, although with red you never know. We'll see what happens. There he plays another red source. Oh, doubling season. So this is going to be a problem. I don't know why I didn't counter that. I guess I was not really paying attention. But then he's got 2 cards in hand, so the doubling season is fine as long as he has nothing to actually trigger it with. So anything that doesn't put tokens into play or counters on stuff is fine. In fact, is it even counters? Yeah, it is. One or more counters. Okay. Well, how fun is that? If we play Jalira, she'd be a good blocker for us, but she's 4, I believe. But we're taking a bit of a risk because he's at 2 cards, so he's pretty much dumped his hand. I don't reckon he's going to be pulling anything too powerful. Worst case scenario, we've got the ground assaults to follow up and being able to take that out. So let's play another blue source. Do we need another blue source though? Probably another green source would be good. And then we'll just play Jalira. So at least this will prevent him, or not prevent him, but it'll discourage him from attacking. He still might. And in fact, I'm a little bit afraid in blocking because I feel like maybe he might have some kind of combat tricks. He might just have a shock to get rid of the, or a ground assault. That works too. So we knew that was one of the cards in his hand. Either he just drew that, or I don't know, but that does kind of suck. And I don't know if he's got anything else for 3 red, but I guess we're going to find out. Take another 3 points going down to 13, so this is looking a little bit grim. And hopefully, if we get another red source... No. Well, we get a red source here. A red source, excuse me, but it's going to be coming in tapped. And now an Anger of the Gods would probably be the best thing for us. Nevertheless, why don't we go ahead and just pass the turn? Worst case scenario, we can actually just counter whatever he decides to play next, if it's anything of value. And if not, we can always just shock one of his tokens away. It would be a bit of a waste. So he plays that. That's fine. He gets to draw a card. Just a bunch of 1/1s at this point. And he's going to swing again. Alright, why don't we go ahead and just shock that. And just take 2 points this time. Hopefully reduce the amount that he's going to be doing to us. But I think at this point, it doesn't really matter. We're not drawing into our removal spells. And I guess at the end, we're just going to draw a card. Hopefully that gets us something decent. And there's the anger. So that's actually perfect. That's really, really good. So let's go ahead and play that. And can I play this? You know, I better play the anger first, because that would just kill him, wouldn't it? Yeah. So why don't we just play the anger first? And you know what? I'm actually not going to play the Satya Wayfinder. Just because we have Dissolve mana up right now. And if he happens to top deck into something very scary, it could be problematic for us if we only have a Wayfinder out and no way to stop it. So let's play passively. Is that a problem? He's got 2 cards in hand. He's probably just going to shuffle everything into his library. Not a lot to shuffle though. I think we'll just let it go. I'm sure there are plentier things. Plenty more than that that are very scary for us, so he's going to activate that right away. Sorry about that, guys. I'm coughing like crazy today. My allergies are beginning to start here, so... Okay, and nothing for him, so... this is really cool. We've got the Archaeomancer. Question is, what do we take back? I have a feeling like I want to take the Anger of the Gods back. And we do have 3 more Archaeomancers in the deck that we can draw into. The Quicken is not going to be as strong, just because we've got a pretty decent grip. And the Shock is, I don't think it's going to be as strong as well, just because he's not presenting any immediate threats right now. And we have a Dissolve up as well, so I think I'm just going to play the Archaeomancer. He's going to be a good blocker for any of those 1/1s as well. And we're going to get back Anger of the Gods. And then we've got plenty of removal. Oh, and he's going to shock it. Well, that's fine. It still resolves. I still got my anger back. I guess he thought that, he could kill it before anything happened, but... The interesting thing about Enter the Battlefield effects... Ooh, if we get another Archaeomancer, that's going to be really sweet. And we have a Think Twice in the grave as well. The interesting thing about Enter the Battlefield effects is that even though they're placed on the stack, they still resolve even after the creature's been killed. So you can respond to the trigger, but the problem is that that thing is still going to go off. Now, unfortunately, we're out of mana. He's got 1 card in hand, hopefully nothing too scary. But I think it might just be a land. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Okay, it's a Scion. That's fine. We can deal with that with a Ground Assault if it gets too big. And I'm going to play another land. So this is good. We've got a good amount of draw. And I think I am going to... I don't know. It's a bit of a problem. I don't want to waste it, but at the same time... And this is a sorcery. You know what? I'm just going to use it. Because if he's running tokens, that thing can get very big very fast. And it could probably get out of the range of my Ground Assaults or, well, more importantly this. So, good thing to get it out of the way. Let's go to combat. And we'll start hitting him. He's at 25, so this might take a while. But nevertheless, I think he's used up a... Well, he's only got 2 in the graveyard, but... What happened there? This card just started turning like crazy. Alright, we're going to pass the turn. And right now, he's got absolutely no cards in hand, so we're in... yeah, and we're not going to let that happen. Because that gives him 4 tokens. And we just get another Anger of the Gods, so... yeah, why not? I'll keep that. At this point, he's going to pass his turn. We're going to stop the timer and think... a 3rd time, I guess, because we would have thunk twice the 4... Wow, really? Alright, well, I'm good with that. That's pretty good. 2 Anger of the Gods in our hand. And then we've got a Negate up as well, which could stop another Krankos. So let's go ahead and swing in. At this point, we're just waiting for either our Jalira or Species Gorger and Archaeomancer to start doing our infinite combo. And let's just pass the turn. That's one of the things that's really cool about this deck. You've got Species Gorger, which returns a creature that you control. Wow, he's going to play another one? Alright, well, come on. Stop doing this to me. There, we're going to negate that. As if one wasn't good enough already there, buddy. Species Gorger returns a creature that you control at the beginning of your turn. I think it's your upkeep or your main phase. I can't remember exactly, but there's another one of those. That's perfect. Just going to go to combat. So you get to return a creature to your hand. And the ideal target for that is Archaeomancer, because when you play Archaeomancer again, you get to return a sorcery or instant from your graveyard to your hand. So that's really cool. So the idea here is that you would get... Oh, what happened there? I guess we should pay attention. I'm just going to keep counterspelling his shit. I'm going to put that on the bottom. So what ends up happening is you get Time Warp. And once you get Time Warp, you just keep cycling it. And we got Banefire here, which is pretty good. But he's at 22, so it's going to be a while. Forbidding him from playing most of the stuff that he draws is pretty good. Unfortunately, most of the cards that we've countered so far have had the possibility of being game-ending, such as the Doubling Season there. And so we're just going to go ahead and pass. He's going to Cultivate. That's fine. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got enough for 7 damage right now with the Banefire. And he's just getting more lands in play to thin out his deck. This is cool. We got to think twice. We can just go straight into combat and swing in his face. Bring him down to a full 20 life. It's taking a while. And at the end of his turn, if he decides to do nothing, not like we'll be able to do anything else. Most of our other stuff are sorceries here, so, but we can just think twice. Twice. Okay. Well, in response to that, why don't we go ahead and do that, because that was the last card in his hand. We draw an Archaeomancer, and then we're going to flash it back right away. And not that I want to counter the shock, but at least I want to see what I get before this happens, and we get a land. Okay. That's fine. So I guess if he can't have creatures, we can't have creatures. It's just impossible to have nice things. What are you going to do? So we have another tap land here, the Simic Guildgate, but we'll go ahead and play the Buviak there. Whatever you want to call it. And then, I think I'm going to play this. Our second Archaeomancer. And what does this do? Counter target spell. You may cast a non-land card in your hand that shares a card type with that spell without paying its mana cost. That's pretty sweet. We only have one of those in the deck, but then we also have only one Time Warp, so I'd like to be able to get that out. And he's not playing any discard here, so that's pretty sweet. I think we just passed the turn. And hopefully we get Species Gorger and we can start abusing this combo here. We've got a few more Think Twices in there. Think Twices? Think Twice? We've got a few more of those in there. He plays... That's fine. That's actually fine. He's not going to be making any tokens with it, so that's fine. You know, I'm wondering... I think I'm going to wait until he makes tokens. That'd be the best thing to do. Just wait until he makes, like, a few tokens, and then just exile them all. The unfortunate thing is we don't have Species Gorger yet, so... Why don't I just attack? I'm pretty sure with Doubling Season out, he's not going to want to trade. I think he'd rather take the 1 damage, in fact. That'd probably be the smart thing to do. He wouldn't want to trade with the Archaeomancer, because this is just too much value for him. Yeah. So he's just going to take 1. And why don't we just pass the turn? It's fine. I don't mind taking a couple more hits. We're at 11. We've sort of stabilized here, and we've got a lot of board clear in hand, as well as some good single target removal spells. He's going to swing for 1. It's fine. If he doesn't start playing any tokens anytime soon, I think I might just clear the board anyway. Though I don't know if I should use the Ground Assault or... Okay, so there's another Archaeomancer. Which will actually stop him from swinging at us. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got a full grip here. What else can we play here? You know, we can just get a shock back. I think that's cool. I'll just play an Archaeomancer and get a shock and just take care of that thing with a shock. I think that's what I want to do. Is at this point, I'm not really concerned about the counter spells. I don't think he's going to really have anything to play. I'll play a land for turn. And And we're gonna pass our turn. You know what, we'll attack first. And then we'll just shock this before he has an opportunity to draw a card and do something with it. So this is the idea of the deck. It's basically just trying to stabilize and control the board as much as possible until we get our win cons. And unfortunately, control decks are a little bit slower like that. There's a Cultivate, that's fine. Not that I could really do much about it anyway, but that's fine. Yes, so control decks, they usually play much slower as a result of that. You know, you're trying to find cards, you're usually digging, or you're trying to combo off or something like that, and it takes time. So let's go ahead and swing with both Archaeomancers. Slow and steady damage here, but at least it's steady. So he's down to 16, and we don't have to discard, so we're just going to pass the turn. We've got an Inspiration in hand as well. We can pop that at the end of his turn to draw some more cards. Okay, that's all he's going to play. I'm just going to Inspiration right now. Okay. Turn target creature you control and target creature you don't control to their owner's hand, so that's pretty sweet. And I think this would be the best time to actually use this. And we gotta think twice, that's really sweet. Well, we might as well attack, because we're gonna lose our guys anyway. They're gonna be exiled. And he's just gonna double block. He's gonna quadruple block. Alright. Well, in that case, I'm gonna get one of them back. And we're gonna bounce that so it doesn't kill our dude. Not that it really matters, but the most important thing is getting Archaeomancer back into our hand. Play land for turn. And I think then we're just gonna clear the board. Again, he's got no cards in hand, so for us, you know, getting one of our Archaeomancers into exile, it's not a big deal. And I think soon enough, I guess I could have just played the other one, but that's fine. Soon enough, we'll be able to Banefire for a lot. He's got another Krankos command, that's fine. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Pretty soon we'll be able to Banefire for a lot. So, and how many in our library? We have 25. What's the chances of drawing Species Gorger and going infinite here? Because we have all the cards we need. I don't want to Time Warp right now. Well, I guess I can. I guess I might as well, right? Because we're going to play the Archaeomancer. So, why don't we go ahead and Time Warp. Question is, though, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana. 2, 3. That's going to be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got exactly 12, but we've got to do it the right way. So, I think we clear the board first. And then we play the Time Warp, targeting ourselves. And then we play Archaeomancer. And then we're going to get the Time Warp back. And it'd be really funny if we draw a Species Gorger here. Nope, we don't. But that's fine. We do still have the Time Warp, and we can continue to do that as long as we get our Species Gorger into play. So we're going to take our second turn. Question is, do I want an Inspiration right now? Probably not. So let's go into combat. I'm going to hit him for 1. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 13 damage. Unfortunately, it's not enough to Banefire right now. We'd only hit him for 12 and leave him at 3. So we're going to pass the turn. This has turned into an excruciatingly long game. He's going to Ground Assault our dude. That's fine. And in response, I'm going to draw some cards. It's pretty amazing that you got a Ground Assault at 1-2, but then again, it's our combo piece, right? So, it is what it is. Oh, you know, that's pretty funny. I'm actually just going to counter it. You get a Krenko's command. You know what? Why not? Let's keep it on top. And then at the end of his turn, I don't know if it's even the end of his turn, but why don't we just go ahead and do that? Draw another card. That's so funny. And there's the Krenko's command. And then we'll draw whatever we would have drawn last turn, I guess. So there we go. We've got the Gruul Guild Gate there. We'll play that for the turn. And then we'll hit him as soon as we can get him down low enough. When he said it's going to be at 14. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It would be 12 damage. Still not enough. So let's play Krenko's command. Make some dudes pass the turn. Yeah, this has been an awkwardly long game. I was hoping to sort of Jalira into Kozilek. Oh, okay, he's got a Warstorm Surge. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield and you control, it deals damage equal to its power. Target creature or player. Okay. That's fine. And he's got nothing else to play. And I think he just loses this turn. Yeah, he's just going to lose this turn because we're going to get him down low enough. We're going to get him down to 11. And we're just going to Bane Fire for the win. Whew! What a game, guys. So game 1, a victory here. I mean, unless he's got something, but I don't think he does. He's got no cards in hand. So we'll just Bane Fire for a lot. GG. Alright, on to the next game. Alright, and here we are for game number 2. And this is looking okay. I mean, we don't have a green source, which kind of sucks. And I don't know, we have the double blue for the dissolve. I'm just kind of worried about the rest of the land base, although we do have a Quicken, so I guess I can keep this hand. Start off with the Guild Gate. Quicken, not too bad. They're drawing us a card at instant speed and also allowing us to play any sorcery as if it had flash. Which basically means it turns sorceries into instants, so that's not too bad. But obviously that's not the reason why we want to play that. We want to play it mostly just to draw a card. Unfortunately, not getting much there in terms of land, so let's just go ahead and play that and then pass the turn. Yeah, Appeal from Reality there, a nice bounce spell to have. It helps to use it on your own Archaeomancer actually to recur something from your graveyard. And he's going to play another land, and he's just going to pass the turn, so at the end of the turn, I almost missed that. That's why I just slammed the spacebar down with my fist. Alright, so we draw a Jalira. Hopefully we get a land. No land. Well, that's not good. So we've got 7 cards in hand, and one more turn. We're going to have to start discarding, so he's going to play Wall of Omens. And draw a card. And we're just going to sit here fat, dumb, and happy until we get a land, unfortunately. That kind of sucks. There's our land. Unfortunately, it's a tapped land, but at least it doesn't force us to discard, so that's not too bad at all. And we have our 2 red sources for Anger of the Gods, which is good too, although it's not really going to get rid of his 0-4. And we also happen to be sitting on 3 ground assaults, which is pretty solid. So, not too bad, really. And now with the Bane Fire. Excuse me. So what to do? I mean, I could just ground assault, but there's no point. It's only going to do 3 damage. So, if I had an extra land in play, at least I'd be able to get rid of it and not have to throw a card away. At this point in time, it's becoming very, very difficult to figure out what I want to ditch, because this is all pretty good stuff. So let's see, he's playing blue. What else is he playing? He's playing Grixis at least. Oh, he's playing more than Grixis. This could be like 4 color. Yeah, that's the same thing. Oh man. Well, not like we're going to be able to do much. The Bane Fire is not going to do much, and neither is the Ground Assault. We do have 3 of them, so I guess we just pass the turn and get rid of a Ground Assault. It's probably the best thing we can do. Just get rid of the Ground Assault, unless... I don't know, I guess the bounce could be pertinent later on in the game, and we do have just one of those. Whereas we have 3 Ground Assaults, all 3 of which are in our hands, so yeah, let's just get rid of that. That does suck, but it is what it is. You're not always going to be getting the best hand, unfortunately, nor will you be getting the best land base. to work with what's in your hand, so we'll just have to deal with it. At least he's not attacking us with his 0-4, so, you know, hey, that's fine. Yes, I know he can't attack with it. There's another land, so we'll play that. At least we can ground assault that, although I don't know. That's just a big ass blocker. We can play Jalira. Sacrifice another creature, reveal cards on the top of your library until you reveal a non-legendary creature card. Put that card into the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library. Well, we don't exactly have other creatures right now, but I don't know. I guess I'm just going to pass the turn. I would play Jalira, but I do have a Dissolve in hand, so I do want to keep some Dissolve mana up just in case he's got something big. 2, 3, 4, 5 land available to him. He's not going to do anything. Really interesting. I'm guessing there might be some form of control deck, I guess. I don't know. I really don't want to waste that, but then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in hand. Should I just play the Jalira? You know what? I think I'm just going to kill this thing. I might as well, because... Or do I just do damage to his face? But then I only have one Banefire too, so this is kind of a difficult choice. The Jalira would be good, but then I screw myself out of having mana available for Dissolve. Or I could just think twice and Ground Assault. It's a bit of a tough call. I don't know what he... I mean, he's got 7 cards in hand. He could have pretty much anything at this point. I think I'm going to go to discard, and I'm going to discard the Think Twice. Because at least I'm going to be able to use that. Right? And put it in the graveyard. At least I can flash it back, so I get some use out of it. And I don't have to discard any of the other cards in my hand. So hopefully that decision was worthwhile. Although I think it looks like he's just going to pass his turn. Yeah, he's going to pass his turn. So now we can just draw a card, and hopefully it's a land. Oh, thank God. Okay, well that's good. And then we get another land. So why don't we play that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still have 8 cards. At this point, I still don't want to play Jalira. But I think I might as well. I mean, he hasn't been very aggressive. What's the chance of him playing something big? So he is playing a control deck. Okay, so he was just waiting for me to play something reactively responding to it. And that's fine. Jalira in the graveyard is not a big deal. I've got another one of her in the deck. Again, I don't see him coming out with any threats. The unfortunate part about this, though, is that now this is turning into a hell of a control matchup here. A control mirror, rather. So we can't really do anything. I mean, yeah, we can throw a ground assault at his dude, but what's that going to do? Not a whole hell of a lot. So what we're going to do is we're going to pass the turn. And if you play something we don't like, we can dissolve. If you place something that's not too aggressive, which you probably won't, yeah, we can just think twice. And if he wants to negate a think twice, that's fine. I'll just flash it back, so it's not a big deal. I think we want to flash it back anyway. Should I flash it back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, because we're going to have 8 anyway. I don't want to overdraw. That's fine. We get another land anyway. Alright, well, not much to do now then, other than just to pass the turn. And does he have his own thing twice? He does. Should I let that resolve? He's probably digging for something. Yeah, I think I want to let it resolve. I think he had a response to that. Just by him doing that, it makes me feel like he had some kind of response to it, or that at least he wants to do it again. Yeah, he wants to do it again. So, that's fine. He's gonna think 4 times, I guess. Alright, he plays an Elixir of Immortality. I'll let that resolve, that's fine. It's not like it's really gonna kill me. It's gonna gain him 5 life. Not a big deal. And on the end of his turn, we're gonna think twice again. Okay, so we draw land. Not too bad at all, and then we draw another land. My goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in hand again. Well, at least we're not, you know, in need of cards. At least our hand is not empty, so that's a good thing. I have a feeling I'm just going to be getting rid of a land here. And I've already got my double red. And don't have anything else that's too intensive, so I might get rid of a land, although that might actually... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... So that means we can Banefire for 7. We'd be able to Banefire for 9 if we keep these lands, but I am going to have to discard something. So, it's fine. Hopefully we draw into Kozilek or something. It would be nice to cheat him in with Jalira, but she got counterspelled, so... I'm just going to pass the turn. And I'm going to ditch this thing. Oh no, I don't think I have to... Oh yeah, I do. There we go. Oh, the control matchup. What are you gonna do? Slow games all around. Is he really gonna do nothing? 6 cards in hand? Wow. He must be sitting on a ton of counterspells right now. Yeah, that's fine. We can just pass the turn. And if he wants to play the waiting game, then we will too. That's absolutely fine. Nothing. Holy cow, this turn is just going back and forth. Alright, well, let's drop a Satyr Wayfinder. If he wants to counter it, that's absolutely fine. Get another land. You know what? Let's grab a mountain. Don't have a whole lot of mountains. Okay, then we'll pass turn. At least now we got a creature on board. Not like it's really going to do much. It's just a 1/1, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Really? There's an inspiration. I guess we're just going to pass. I know I could end up swinging into him and just killing his thing with a ground assault, but really, I mean, he hasn't played anything else. I don't want to waste a ground assault. I already had to throw one away. So I don't want to waste one just on his wall, which isn't attacking me anyway. I mean, we're at 20 all here. And even if I did get a point of damage across, not a big deal. I mean, he's got his elixir, so he's just going to gain 5 life anyway. And yeah, sure, that's fine. Go ahead. If you want to waste an Anger of the Gods on that, that's perfectly fine. I'm going to draw 2 cards. There, we just got another one. So, I'm perfectly fine with that. Let's go ahead and play a land. Play another Satyr Wayfinder. Wayfinder? Yeah. And, sure, let's get this. Oh, man. Well, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10, 11 damage. I can do 11 damage for 2 mana. I just really want to get this out of the way, but again, I have a feeling that if I'm playing a control deck that's playing something like Kozilek, being able to do 11 damage for 2 mana can be something that I might have to do if he's doing the same thing. So, with that said, I think I'm just going to pass the turn. And let's get rid of the land. We do have enough land, so that's fine. Let's check out our graveyard. What do we have? We have 2 inspirations in there. Krenko's Command, Shock, Dissolve. A Jalira, Ground Assault, and a Quicken. And it looks like he's going to discard. He just discarded Anger of the Gods, obviously realizing he's not going to need it against me. I'm having a feeling that I'm not going to need this against him either. I'm thinking almost just, I don't know, shocking that thing and then using that to exile it, but that would be a 2-for-1. It'd be kind of stupid. We got 7 cards in hand. Really, we don't need to do anything at this point. We just wait for our win condition, which I guess is probably what he's doing also. And this is the most annoying part, is just basically we've got our table stacked with mana. He's going to think twice. It's fine. Why is he doing that on his turn, though? I guess he missed it before the end of my turn. Gonna get a land. And that does happen, you know, especially during these long mirrors. Like, there's another land, so go. And no point in attacking, he's just gonna block. And there you go, finally. He gets it at the end of my turn. Which is the ideal time to do it. You don't want to be doing that kind of stuff on your own turn because you're taking mana away from yourself to be able to play potentially anything that you end up drawing with that. So it's a smart thing to do. But he's going to go to end step, and I'm wondering... I'm wondering if I should just... No, maybe not. I'm not going to bother. See what we draw. He goes to discard. We draw land. Boo! Question is... how many more Think Twices does he have? He's got 2 in exile. And so, quite possibly another 1 or 2 in hand. Our hand is loaded here. You know, if we can just do some damage, I mean, I think I'm going to shock him in the face. Go for the end of his turn just to get rid of a card. Because, why not? I mean, this is probably not going to be used. If he's got anything, there's just a great chance that there's another land. So this is not bad. At least we're getting set for a big Banefire. We've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 12, 14, 15, 16, 15 damage. So if we can figure out a way to do 3 more damage to his face, we can pretty much just Banefire. Although I feel like I have to have 3 more mana available because he's probably going to try to counterspell it. So there's going to be probably some big counterspell war going on. And let's just pass the turn. This is actually really boring. Like, I wish I could just get this game over with, but it is what it is. You know, that the mirror is unfortunately one of those things that takes a long time. So that's fine. He's going to pass his turn. There's an Archaeomancer. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. With Archaeomancer, we could get back... I don't know, we could make some tokens. We could draw some cards. Get another counterspell back. Get 2 shocks in there, though. And I'm wondering what would be the most pertinent thing right now, and I think that is basically just to get back. I'm guessing a shock, like just burn him. I mean, at this point, I think that's the best thing to do. So let's see if he gets dispelled, counterspelled, whatever. And to be honest, it's perfectly fine if he does, because his ETB is still going to go off. Or rather, no. It's not going to go off. So I probably want him to resolve then. Is it worth it though? He's got 6 cards in hand and a lot of mana open. Let's give it a try. Let's try to dissolve his nullify. I'm going to put that on the bottom. That's disgusting. Is he get another one? Oh, he's going to draw a card. Oh, he really doesn't want me to get that shock. I wonder what he drew. Oh, okay. I guess he drew a dissolve. Well, that's fine. If you want to 2-for-1 me, sure. That's fine, I guess. I guess I'll just pass the turn then. Not gonna attack. There's no point. And he's gonna think twice again. Is he? Okay, he's not. Interesting. And there we go. Well, he plays an angel, so I guess that's his win con. But fortunately, we can just kill it. And that's why I'm very happy I saved the ground assaults. Huh. Or we can just exile it. No, I think I'm just going to try and ground assault that thing. The thing's pretty scary. And if he dissolves this, then we have another ground assault. I really want that thing to die. He's just going to be gaining an absurd amount of life. Negate, sure. It's fine. Just bait all the counter spells out of him. That's fine. So the angel dies. Seems like he's got no more counter spells. I'm just going to swing, because why not? And let's pass turn. 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. And stack right here as well. Oh, he's going to activate his thing. That's a pretty good card. I think I should actually include that in my deck as well. It's pretty much lets you reuse all your cards. I mean, of course not initially, but the fact that you can draw them again to use them is pretty sweet. Well, there's that. That's one of our combo pieces. Unfortunately, it's not really doing much for us, so let's count the land here. He's at 23 now. That's really unfortunate. The Banefire is pretty much out of the question. 3, 5, 11, 13, 15, 17. So we get 16. We can Banefire for 16, but it's not enough. And I don't want to keep abusing the Satyr Wayfinder just because if I end up putting Kozilek in my graveyard, I guess he gets shuffled in anyway, but I don't want to have to get to that point. Like, if he's the next card, I'd rather have just being able to draw him. Now, that's interesting. Obelisk of Alara. God, this game is taking so long. That's another Wayfinder. I might as well, man. I mean, I gotta do something here. Wow. Well, I knew that was coming. Well, I guess this is... I thought it was just for him, but it's actually our entire graveyard gets shuffled back in, so that's actually pretty sweet. Yeah. Let's flash this back while we're doing that. Might as well. Well, I guess that was kind of silly. I mean, I could have probably just... Because now it's going to go to exile, so that kind of sucks. I should have just let it resolve. But I would like to draw a card. And there's the Archaeomancer, so that's not too bad. And so far we've used 3 Think Twice. So there's one more in there somewhere. And if I'm not mistaken, he doesn't have any more counter spells. So it would be nice to play... Oh, I guess there's no reason to play Archaeomancer. We can just take another turn. Might as well. Okay. So we'll just pass. We'll take our next turn. And the reason why I did that is because we do have the Archaeomancer. So it's not a big deal. It is a combo piece, but as long as we can get it back. And as long as we can draw into Species Gorger, I'm going to be pretty happy with that. So... And he's going to activate Obelisk of Alara, dealing 3 damage to me, I think. Yep, so I'm on like a... Ooh, that's interesting. Alright, well, anyway, let's play that thing. Let's get that back. And... I don't want to let him draw a card, but I feel like I might as well just do this. So I'll bounce. And then I'm going to take an extra turn. And then I'm going to play him again. And I'm going to get that back. I think that's what I want to do. Do I want to get that back? Because if I get this, then I can just bounce into my hand again. Oh, that's kind of silly. Alright. Well, I guess I get that every other turn. So let's see what happens on our other turn here. Now we can actually attack. I wonder if I have the infinite combo here. Divine Verdict. Oh my god. Double Divine Verdict. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I guess that was coming. Better them than Kozilek. And I guess it'll be our turn again here. And since his obelisk is tapped, we just get to have free reign here, so... but he doesn't have a creature, so I can't even use this right now. Well, that sucks. Alright, well, let's just play this. He's tapped out anyway. I completely forgot about that. Well, there's that. The Inquisition would have been nice. It's okay. It is what it is. Another land for turn. And he's at 23. It's just not going to be enough, so I'm going to go ahead and pass. I wonder if he can... Does this do 2 damage to a creature? Ah, no. He's gonna... Yeah, I knew that was coming. Well, we got another Archaeomancer in there, so I'm not too worried. Wall of Omens? Oh my god, he's got 2 cards. Fuck it, I'm just gonna counter that and see what's on top. Oh, yes. Yes. That's what I need. Oh man, this is the dumbest game ever, guys. Seriously. This is literally the dumbest game I've ever played. This is just getting crazy right now. So, Archaeomancer. At this point I think... Oh god, what do I want? I guess I want to keep fishing. I don't know. I mean, this lets me have another turn, but what good is that if... I don't know. I might as well take that though. Because... if my Archaeomancers go away, or I have no way to bring them back, I'm not going to be able to bring that card back to my hand, so I might as well just do it right now. And I mean, I guess I do have a way of saving my Archaeomancer, but at the same time, he needs to have a creature in play. So, whatever. Let's go ahead and attack. I think this is just going to be the last game here, guys, because this is taking so long. I don't want you guys to be sitting here for like 3 hours watching one game. So this is going to be a bit of an exception here. Do I play this right now? I don't think I want to. God, if he has a Mind Rot or something, he'd be pretty upset. Obelisk of Alara. Yep. Saw that coming. At least he's not doing 3 damage to my face, so there you go. Although this is pretty much a win con by itself. And we draw Think Twice. Huh. Alright, why don't we go to combat? I'm gonna hit him for 1. Is he gonna Divine Verdict? Oh god, I wish I could just quit this game right now. I mean, I could, but there's no reason to take a loss if you don't have to, I guess. He's gonna Obelisk? No. I'm gonna Think Twice. Ooh, a Species Gorger. That's pretty good. I'm gonna Think Twice again. How many of Archaeomancers do I have? Okay, I only have 2 in there. I'll draw a land, thin out my deck, and I get a Counterlash, so that's not too bad. Well, the thing is, I could just continue milling myself until I hit Kozilek again, and then I just get another free, what's it called? Elixir of Immortality. That's what I wanted to call it. That's what it is called, anyway. Why don't we just play this then? Oh. What's he got? Just reading it, I'm sure. Yeah. Sweet. Alright, well, looks like he's got no response to that, so we're going to continue. And we'll go to combat. The really cool thing is that you cannot possibly mill yourself out in this deck. Because as soon as Kozilek goes into your graveyard, you basically get a free Elixir of Immortality. Oh, he's going to Reprisal. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and Counterlash that. And I don't think I get the secondary effect, but yeah. But it is what it is. I mean, our Species Gorger survives, so we can abuse this guy for a little bit and then start hitting them for 6, so there you go. And this stupid little -2/-2 thing isn't going to annoy us anymore. Then there's another Dissolve, so good. Very good. Let's play that pre-combat, see if he's got something. 3 cards in hand, I very much doubt it. But at least we're starting to make some leeway here. Oh, there's an Archaeomancer in the graveyard. That really sucks. I think that is our last one. I'm not 100% sure that Jalira too. That blows, man. Okay. All is not lost here. All is not lost. We have, like I said, if we hit Kozilek, it's not a big deal. I mean, I'd rather just play Kozilek and hit him for Annihilator all the time, but I guess you can't have your cake and eat it too, so there you go. Let's attack with our 6/6. What does he have? That's fine. I'm just gonna dissolve that. Are you serious right now? Oh my god, this game is going on for way too long. Oh, well, what to do, what to do. I think I'm just gonna pass the turn. Nothing like a little shameless advertising, right? Right. Hey, I got on a gate. Nice. Oh my god. Alright, well, let's hit him for one. Because we can. Oh, God, just kill me now, please. Species Gorger in the graveyard. And here we go. Obelisk of Alara. For sure. You'll get to hear my commentary as well. Sometime after this game is over. Maybe in a week or so. But I am planning for tonight. Alright, what did we get? Did we get Jalira? Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you, sweet Jesus. RNG's is on our side, and I bet you he's got a counterspell. Oh, well, that's a pleasant surprise. Okay, well, if that just stays alive for a little while, we should be in business. Okay, let's just pass the turn. I'm actually kind of hoping he plays a creature at this point, because I'll be able to use this again. And if he doesn't, oh god, I completely forgot about that stupid obelisk. Oh my god, guys, I do these videos when I get back home from work. Fridays are absolutely crazy, and my mind is not here. Clearly, my mind is not here, but anyway. Let's just pass the turn. Son of a bitch! Oh, there's another land. This is getting pretty insane. How many lands do we have? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Hold on. 2, 4, 6, 12, 14. 16. 21. We can do it for 20. I think we can win. Have I been neglecting this for way too long? I've just been putting lands into play. We could try. But if this fails, pretty fucked. So I guess X has to be exactly 18. It'll be 19, and then we should have enough for a negate. So let's just try it. And I'm gonna do it to a player. And now we just have to tap this right. I think that's right. I just need a blue source. Just need a friggin' blue source. It's so hard to see. Okay, that looks right to me. Okay, we got a blue source. What's he gonna do? Obelisk to gain 5 life? Oh, son of a bitch. that fucking obelisk. Oh my god, is it 5 life? 4 life. Oh. Jesus Christ, man. Well, we got him to 4. I guess that's fine. Oh man, I just at this point so many misplays. It's I've lost count. I've just lost count. And there's a land. Because that's exactly what we need right now. I I have 12. Is that 12 cards in my library? Oh my god. Well, it's not. It's just gonna gain life. God. He plays a land for turn. All right. Okay. We have goblins. I don't know if this is gonna be any good, but here, let's just play some goblins, okay? If these guys win me the game, I'm gonna eat my hat. But anyway, let's pass the turn. Oh god, if you have... That obelisk needs to die. That obelisk needs to go to hell and burn and die a fiery, fiery death. And there's an elixir of immortality, of course. Calm blue oceans. Calm blue oceans. There's a land. I really want to play this right now, but I don't really see the point. I really don't. I mean, we're going to get him 1 point of damage. And he's going to give this thing -2/-2 on his turn, or even just right now. I mean, I'm pretty sure he can just do this instant speed, no? Yeah, he can just do it, but why would you? Okay. Alright, let's pass the turn. Gonna do an end of turn? Well, why do it right now? He could have done it during combat. Whatever. Okay. Okay. Just pass the turn. This... I don't even know if I should put this video up. This segment of the video, to be entirely honest, because... I don't know, maybe I should advertise it as like a sleep aid or something. If you want to fall asleep, you gotta watch this week's Friday Night Magic. Definitely. Wow. There's another ground assault, like we need it. Just gonna pass the turn. Just gonna have to draw a Kozilek and try for another Banefire, I guess. I don't know. I think at this point, I don't think I have very many lands left. And I think he's just gonna kill me with the Obelisk, because like, I have no way to recoup that life. So we've got about 4 turns left before he kills us with Obelisk. Oh, there's an Inferno Titan. Well, we've got 3 turns, I guess, but fortunately we can kill that thing. Nevertheless, though, that is a pain, and the Obelisk is going to kill us in 3 turns, unless he's got anything else. But Ground Assault is good here. Holy shit! Well, there's the Kozilek. Whoo! God damn. Well, let's try it. See what he's got. He's got something. I'm sure he does. There's the Nullify. I hope he doesn't have anything else at this point, because if... yeah, then I'm screwed. There's a Dissolve. Oh, sweet Jesus Christ. Just let it resolve, man. Someone's got to die. Please. Well, I guess I'm drawing the cards anyway, so that's pretty funny. Let's Ground Assault that. Let's just take another turn. Alright, that's fine. Play some goblins. And some more goblins. And I bet you... I just know that he has Anger of the Gods in it. I mean, it's funny, I think I've had this Anger of the Gods in hand since the beginning of the game. And he's gonna kill one of them, I bet. No, 3 damage to my face, okay. Well, I guess he's gonna win the race doing it that way, so not a bad idea. But the sheer amount of counterspells in this, I've lost count. I've literally lost count of all the counterspells that have been played this game. He's got nothing. And there's her. Unfortunately, she's just not going to live. There's no way for me to bump her up. I mean, I can play her and then use this, but I wouldn't be able to use it if he doesn't have a creature in hand. Or in hand, on the board. So, let's hit him for 4. Against any other deck, I would have won like 3 days ago. Oh, that is just something else. Alright, well, I'm not going to bother playing Jalira because she's going to get smoked by that thing, although it's probably going to buy me a turn. I'm at 2, and I think he just wins the game here. Well then. Well guys, that's gonna do it. I'm really sorry that that game took so long, but that was absolutely insane. Finally he won with Obelisk of Alara. I had a couple of chances to get some guys in play and make it work, but Obelisk is good. What am I gonna say? So there you go. Thank you very much for joining me on this week's episode of Friday Night Magic. Unfortunately, you didn't get the third game in, but I'm sure the second game was more than enough. So if you guys have any deck ideas for next Friday night, make sure to let me know in the comment section below. I'm always on No Goblins Allowed looking around for other decks to play, so thank you very much to Monk. I believe it was 1410 or 1014, I can't exactly remember, for coming up with this deck idea. That was a pretty sweet deck. And I think against any other deck I would have done fairly well, but in the mirror, with being able to recur your entire graveyard back into your library and so forth, it's a nightmare. So anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next week, and if you guys haven't heard the news over at sspgaming.blogspot.com, the official blog, Blizzard has granted me access into the Legacy of the Void beta, so that's going to be something to keep an eye out coming up in the future. Probably about a week or two. They said it's about roughly 2 weeks before the next wave of invites go out, so I should be getting an invite there. There'll be lots of coverage on the channel about that, and of course stay tuned for Wednesday's Heroes of the Storm, as well as the regular Learn to Magic series on Mondays as I wrap that up to get ready for Legacy of the Void. So thank you again guys for joining me, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Let me know what you thought down below. Make sure to subscribe, like, and all that good stuff. We'll see you in the next video guys. Thanks very much for watching. Bye for now.